All right, here's your quick tutorial on creating a graph in your spreadsheet. So remember, make a copy of this spreadsheet by going up to File and Make a Copy. Don't forget to put your name on it, since it won't do that for you automatically this time. Once you have that, each of you are going to have your own spreadsheet, and you will put your data set in here. So enter your time information down this column, and your distance that each of those times went for all of your trials. And over here, put in the power level that you were assigned for your robots. Once you get that information in, we're going to create a graph right over here. To do that, we select the header of your columns and the data that's in your columns. And then we come over, and if it's not showing, click the More and the little graph insert chart symbol. That will insert a generic chart of your data, time and distance. We don't want a bar graph, however, we want a data point chart. So we switch it to that, and there we have a chart of our data set. We want to now customize that chart by going to Customization and scroll down to the very bottom, and we're going to add a trend line for linear data, and that will give us our trend line best fit for our data. From there, we want to be able to extend that on out further, so we need to change our scale for our time and distance. So to do that, we have our, here it is, right here, minimum maximum. So for our axis, our horizontal axis, which is the time, we're going to change that maximum to be not 6, but let's go up to 20, for example. And when we do that, it's going to skew our data a little bit, but we're going to go ahead and now change the vertical axis. So we're going to switch here to vertical axis. We're going to change that maximum. Let's see, it was 25. Let's go up to 100 and see what that does for our data. So there we go. That will allow us to now, I'm going to go ahead and insert that graph. And it's stuck our graph over the top of our data, so let's move that. Just click on it and drag it over a little bit. And there's our data. So now we would be able to use this graph to determine the a distance that it would travel for any other given amount of time. So for example, if you were asked to determine in 10 seconds, how far would it go? You could follow right up to there, and you'd see right across that it is about 25, 50, those are each 25, so probably 30, 32 from there. Okay, so that's how you insert a graph with a trend line on it. So all of your graphs should have the data set collected here and a time versus distance graph with your axes extended out so that you have a little extra line that you can predict into the future. Once you've got that renamed with your name on it, go ahead back to Classroom and attach it to Classroom and turn that assignment in.